to the next lecture on normalization. Till now we have done the first normal form and the second normal form. The first normal form, it states that the value of an attribute for every tuple must be a single atomic value. The second normal form is based on the principle of full functional dependency, where a full functional dependency, it means that no non-prime attribute should be partially dependent upon the key. The next we have is the third normal form, which is based on the concept of transitive functional dependency, and a transitive functional dependency is that which can be obtained by applying the transitivity rule to other functional dependencies for the given relation schema. For example, we have the functional dependencies A to B, B to C and A to C over here, and we can see from A to B and B to C that A functionally determines C. So, we already have the functional dependency A determines C. So, we can say A determines C is a transitive functional dependency because it can be obtained by applying the transitivity rule to the functional dependencies A to B and B to C. Now, let us take this. Given the relation schema employ with these attributes and the set of functional dependencies SSN to ename, SSN to address, SSN to dnumber, SSN to dmanager number, dnumber to dname and dnumber to dmanager number. So, here we can clearly see that the functional dependency SSN to dnumber and dnumber to dmanager. So, again applying the transitivity rule over here, that is I have SSN to dnumber and dnumber to dmanager number. So, by transitivity I can say SSN determines dmanager number. So, again we will say that the functional dependency SSN determines dmanager number is a transitive functional dependency. Now, let us look at what the third normal form is. The third normal form states that a relation schema R is in 3NF if it satisfies the second normal form and there no non-prime attribute is transitively dependent on the primary key. Non-prime attributes, they are the attributes which do not form the part of the key. So, no non-prime attribute is transitively dependent upon the key, then the relation is said to be in the third normal form. Again, the relation we had just seen with the given set of functional dependency, if we try to find the key, we will see that the key for this relation is SSN. Now, this relation, it is in 2NF because all the non-prime attributes are all the attributes other than SSN, they are fully functionally dependent on the key. Ename is fully functionally dependent on key, address is fully functionally dependent, dnumber is fully functionally dependent, dname, there is no key over here. So, all the non-prime attributes in the FDs, they are fully functionally dependent on the key, and hence this schema that is given over here, it is in the second normal form. But the non-prime attribute dmanager number, like we have seen earlier also, is transitively dependent on the primary key SSN, where SSN to we have SSN over here to dnumber and we have dnumber to dmanager number. So, SSN to dnumber, it is a transitive functional dependency because SSN to dmanager number is a transitive functional dependency, and hence we say that the relation, it is not in the third normal form. So, what do we need to do? From the rules of normalization, we need to decompose this relation such that no non-prime attribute is transitively dependent on the primary key. So, if we write the decompositions as E1 consisting of SSN, ename, address and D number, functional dependencies SSN ename, SSN address, SSN D number and the key SSN, we see that this relation, it is in 3NF because there is no transitive functional dependency. Similarly, if we take E2 as the second decomposition, D number, D name and D manager number with D number to D name, D number to D manager, key D number, then this is also in the third normal form because there is no transitive functional dependency. So, we can say that E1 and E2, they are the 3NF decompositions of the given relational schema. Now, a check, we can perform a check for the third normal form if for every functional dependency holding on R satisfies any one of the following conditions. That is, it is a trivial functional dependency. Trivial functional dependency, we know if x to y is a functional dependency and if y is a subset of x, then we say that it is a trivial functional dependency. Second condition, x, that is the left hand side of the functional dependency, is a super key, and the third condition, y, that is the right hand side of the functional dependency, is a prime attribute. Then we say if any one of the three conditions is met given the relation schema R and the set of functional dependencies and the key, then it is said to be in the third normal form. This is the algorithm for reducing any relation into the third normal form. If R is the relation, then F is the set of the functional dependencies, find the canonical form, determine the keys for R, determine the non-prime attributes for R, and then if there is any non-3NF relation that is there, then for each non-trivial left irreducible functional dependency of the type x to R, if x is not a super key of Ri, that is the second condition, and y has only non-prime attributes, then we say we decompose by writing R is equal to R minus y union x y. So, the first condition over here for 3NF, the second condition for 3NF and the third condition of 3. If none of the conditions is satisfied, then we need to decompose the relation. The same relation, now we will decompose it using the decomposition algorithm. We had already said that key was SSN, it is not in 3NF. Why? Look at the functional dependencies over here. This functional dependency satisfies, does it satisfy? Yes, it satisfies 3NF because left hand side is a key, left hand side is a key, left hand side is a key. This functional dependency does not satisfy because it is not a trivial functional dependency. The left hand side is not a key and the right hand side, they are not prime attributes. So, because of this functional dependency, the given relation schema, it is in violation of the third normal form. So, how do we decompose it into the third normal form? That is on the basis of the functional dependency D number to D name and D manager number. What do? We say we remove the attributes D name and D manager number from the relation. So, we are left with SSN, E name, address and D number. The key will be the functional dependencies from the given set of functional dependencies will be these SSN to E name, address and D number, and the key over here will be SSN. Department D number, D name, D manager number, from where D number, D name, D manager number, what we said as x y, and the primary key with the D number as the primary key and the functional dependency D number to D name and D manager number. Now, if we look at these two decompositions in EMP and department, then we can see that these two decompositions, they are in the third normal form. Why? Because over here, if we look at the functional dependency, E name, address and D number, depending upon SSN, there is no transitive functional dependency, or we can also check according to these three rules. So, we say that over here left hand side is a key. Similarly, over here in the functional dependency, D number to D name, the left hand side is a key, and hence the decompositions obtained, they are in the third normal form. Now, let us look at this question. Given the relation schema A, B, C, D, E and the functional dependencies A to B, C, C, D to E, E to A and B, D, check if it is in 3NF. So, first we will find the canonical cover. I have computed the canonical cover earlier also, so we will not repeat. Here the canonical cover of the given set of functional dependencies is this. The keys obtained are this. Now, to check for 3NF, the FDs, they are not trivial FDs, none of the FDs is trivial. Let us check in the second case. A to B satisfies the third normal form because left hand side is a key. A to C satisfies the third normal form because the left hand side is a key. C to D also satisfies the third normal form because the left hand side is a key. E to A also satisfies the third normal form because the left hand side is a key, and B to D also satisfies the third normal form because the right hand side is a prime attribute. Y is a prime attribute of R. So, the functional dependencies, they meet any one of the conditions for the third normal form, and hence we say that this relation, it is in 3NF or the third normal form. Now, let us look at another question. We are given the relation schema A, B, C, D, E, F with functional dependencies A, B to C, D, E, F, C to A, D to B, C to D and E to F and B to E. So, first thing, find the canonical cover. FC is equal to this by decomposition of the right hand side of the attributes. A is the extraneous attribute in AB to E. In AB to E, if I remove A, then B to E still exists. So, A is the extraneous attribute. We get this as the canonical cover, and looking at this, we will see there are no extraneous functional dependencies over here. Computing the keys, we will get the keys as A, B and C. How? Finding the closure of A, B and the closure of C. In both the cases, this will be equal to R. We have done this earlier, and the keys for the given relation will be A, B and C. Now, first we have to check for 2NF before going to 3NF. So, the check for 2NF, let us see, there exists partial functional dependency B to E. Why is it a partial functional dependency? Because AB is a key, E is a non-prime attribute. So, E is partially dependent upon the key. So, there is the partial functional dependency B to E, hence not in 2NF. We will decompose it into 2NF, and we get R2 as BE and R1 as ABCDF. This we have done earlier also in the previous lecture. I have already done the decomposition up to 2NF for this particular schema and the set of functional dependencies. So, we see over here that both R1 and R2, they are in 2NF. So, we have the 2NF decomposition now, and now we need to check whether the relations R1 and R2, they are in 3NF or not. So, first we will check R1 for 3NF. R1 is ABCDF, what we decomposed with these functional dependency, and if we compute the key for R1, then the keys will be A, B and C. I am saying here R1 is in 3NF because let us look at the functional dependencies. A, B to C, left hand side is a key, AB to D, left hand side is a key, AB to F, left hand side is a key, C to A, left hand side is a key, D to B, right hand side is a prime attribute, C to D, left hand side is a key. So, all these functional dependencies, they satisfy the third normal form, hence the relation R1 is in third normal form. Now, let us look at R2 BE. From the given set of functional dependencies, it has the functional dependency B to E and the key B. So, this is also in third normal form because the left hand side of the functional dependency, it is a key over here. So, we say that the 3NF decompositions of the given relation R, they are R1 and R2. This is how we do the decomposition into 3NF relations. Let us take up another question. We have the relation schema R and the set of functional dependencies A to BC, B to CD and C to D. So, we will say canonical cover is equal to A to B, A to C, B to C, B to D and C to D. All left hand sides, they are single attributes. So, no extraneous attributes. Let us look for extraneous functional dependencies A to B, A to C, B to C, C to D. Okay. From B to C and C to D, we have B to D by transitivity. So, we can say that this is a extraneous functional dependency. So, we get the canonical cover like this. Now, as far as the keys are concerned, A closure is equal to A, B, C, D, which is equal to R. So, A is a key, B closure is equal to B, C, D, it is not a key, not equal to R, and C closure is equal to C, D, again C D, which is not equal to R and hence not a key. So, the key for the given relation is A. Now, let us check for second normal form. B is prime attribute is A, B is fully functionally dependent on A, C is fully functionally dependent on A, C is B to C, again there is no partial dependency, hence the relation it is in 2NF. Now, let us check whether this relation is in 3NF or not. Satisfies 3NF, left hand side is a key, satisfies 3NF, left hand side is a key, does not satisfy 3NF. Why? Because not a trivial functional dependency, left hand side is not a key and right hand side is not a prime attribute. Similarly, C to D does not satisfy the third normal form. So, the two functional dependencies that do not satisfy the third normal form, they are these two, they do not satisfy 3NF. So, what will we do? We will decompose the given relation based on any one of these functional dependencies. Let us decompose on the basis of B to C, we can also decompose on the basis of C to D. So, what do we get? R is equal to R minus C, that is the right hand side of the functional dependency which is violating 3NF, union B C. So, this we get as A B D union B C, right. Let R1 be equal to A B D. Functional dependencies from the given set of functional dependencies will be A to B and that is it, and we have let R2 is equal to B to C. The functional dependency that we will have over here is BC. Over here the key will be B and R2 is in the third normal form because the left hand side is a super key. Let us check for R1. the functional dependency over here is A to B, and also we can see over here that ABD, this is a all key relation. This is a all key relation, and since this is a all key relation, so we say that the functional dependency that is ABD determines ABD exists, which is a trivial functional dependency, and since this is a trivial functional dependency, we say that the given relation, it satisfies the condition for 3NF, and hence our decompositions R1 and R2, they are in the third normal form. Now, this question I will leave to you to do. Given the relation schema R, A, B, C, D and the set of functional dependencies A to B, C and C to D, find the highest normal form of R and decompose it up to 3NF. So, I will leave this for you to solve it yourself. Next, we had said that there is a stricter form of the third normal form, which is called the Boyce-Codd normal form. Now, a relation schema which is in third normal form, it may still have some anomalies, and this would be more true when the schema has multiple candidate keys which may be composite or overlapping. So, in this case mostly the update anomalies, they will exist, and also a lot of redundancy will exist in the schema. So, such schemas, they are not desirable. So, even though the schema is in 3NF, it may not be a desirable normal form, and we may have to decompose it further. So, the solution over here is the Boyce-Codd normal form. Let us look at this example over here. This is a populated state of the relation schema that is given over here: SP, S number, S name, P number and quantity with the functional dependencies S number, P number determines quantity, S name, P number determines quantity, S number determines S name and S name determines S number. If we try to find out the keys, we will get the keys as these two. Let us see if the relation schema is in 2NF. S number, P number, quantity satisfies 2NF because no non-prime attribute is partially dependent upon the key. This also satisfies 2NF. S name, P number is the key. S number, S name, does it satisfy 2NF? This also satisfies 2NF. Why? Because this is a prime attribute, this is a prime attribute. So, no non-prime attribute is dependent on part of the key. This also satisfies 2NF because this is a prime attribute and this is a prime attribute. So, the relation is in 2NF. Let us check for 3NF. Over here, left hand side is a key, left hand side is a key, right hand side is a prime attribute, right hand side is a prime attribute. Hence, the schema is in third normal form. Now, if we look at the populated table for this very schema, we see that there is a lot of redundancy over here. Every time we write the S number for a particular employee, for a particular SP, then every time we see, we have to mention the name. So, this is redundancy. Similarly, over here, every time we say that S number is S3, we have to give the S name. So, this is calling a lot of redundancy, and obviously, this can bring in the update anomalies. So, in order to remove such redundancy, a stronger form is required, which is called the Boyce-Codd normal form. The Boyce-Codd normal form, the conditions for the Boyce-Codd normal form is that each FD x to y holding on R satisfies one of the following two conditions: that the functional dependency x to y is a trivial functional dependency, or x to y is a super key of R. Now, these two conditions, they are the same as the first two conditions for the third normal form. The third condition for the third normal form that was there, that the right hand side is a prime attribute, is missing, and hence we say that BCNF is a stricter form of the third normal form. Also, a schema may be in 3NF, but not in BCNF for this reason. Now, consider the schema, same schema, S number, S name, P number and quantity again. So, here we say, now let us see based on these conditions, these two conditions, whether it is in 3NF or not. We already know that the keys are S number, P number and S name and P number. Now, let us look at it. Here left hand side is a key, here the left hand side is a key, and here we see that the condition, none of the two conditions is met, and hence these two functional dependencies, they violate the BCNF, or we say that the given schema is not in BCNF because of these two functional dependency. This is the algorithm for decomposition into the Boyce-Codd normal form, that is, we have the relation schema R, let F be the set of functional dependencies, we determine the canonical form, determine the set of the keys, determine the non-prime attributes, and while there exists a BCNF schema Ri, what we need to do is, for every non-trivial left irreducible functional dependency, if X is not a super key of Ri, that is the condition. One condition is non-trivial functional dependency, second is X is not a super key, then decompose R is equal to R minus Y union X Y for the functional dependency which violates the Boyce-Codd normal form. So, for the relation that we have been using till now, we get the BCNF decomposition as S number name with the functional dependencies S number, S name, S number to S name and S name to S number, and the key can either be S number or it can be S name. How do we get it? The functional dependency, that is in our case the functional dependency S number to S name is violating our BCNF. So, what do? We decompose the relation on the basis of this functional dependency. We get S1 as S number, S name we leave out, P number and quantity, and the second, call it S2 decomposition, we get as this. This is what I have done over here, right? S number, P number, quantity, S number with S number, P number to quantity, and the second decomposition was S number to S name. So, both S over here and SP over here, they are in the Boyce-Codd normal form. Okay. We can do it the other way because there were two functional dependencies which were violating. If we decompose on the basis of the other functional dependency, that is S name to S number, here we have decomposed on S number to S name, then we get two BCNF decompositions of R. Okay. Now, let us look at, consider the relation schema and the set of functional dependencies these decompose up to BCNF. This question, maybe you can do it yourself later after I take up the questions with you. Now, this is the relation schema we have already taken earlier, A, B, C, D, E, F, set of functional dependencies, and we have said find the highest form of R and decompose up to, let us write here BCNF. We have already done this part of it. This is a question for which we have found the 2NF, we have found the 3NF decomposition. So, we know it is in 2NF. We also had said that this is in 3NF. Now, we need to check whether R decompositions R1 and R2 which we have done over here, they are in Boyce-Codd normal form or not. Checking R2, we know R2 is BE with the functional dependency B to E and the key B. So, it is in Boyce-Codd normal form because we know that left hand side is a super key. Check for R1 A, B, C, D, F with AB to C, AB to D, AB to F and C to A, D to B and C to D. So, let us look at the, let us see what the key would be. AB plus is equal to A, B, C, D, F. So, AB is the key. Then let us try for, we will see that C to A, let us try for C is equal to C, A, okay. C, A, then C determines D, B, okay. C, D and A, B determines F. So, we have the keys as A, B and we have the key as C. Now, when we look at this with the functional, so this satisfies the Boyce-Codd normal form, satisfies the Boyce-Codd normal form, satisfies the Boyce-Codd normal form, satisfies or does not, yes, satisfies the Boyce-Codd normal form because C is a key. This does not satisfy the Boyce-Codd normal form and C to D again satisfies the Boyce-Codd normal form. So, we will decompose on the basis of the functional dependency D to B. So, decomposing, what do we get? We remove B from here, we get A, C, D, F as let us say R3 and we get R4 as based on the functional dependency D to B, that is DB. In DB, we have the functional dependency from here D to B. So, R4 has the functional dependency D to B and the key as D. This is in the Boyce-Codd normal form. Let us check for this ACDF. If we look at ACDF, then we will see the functional dependencies, they are this. Looking at the functional dependencies over here, we can say, if we say try for C, C is equal to what? A, C is equal to A, D, does not form the, it does not form the key. So, we say this is a all key relation and in the all key relations we have already said that the trivial functional dependency exists. So, here the trivial functional dependency ACDF to ACDF exists and hence we say that R3 is in the Boyce-Codd normal form, right. Let us quickly look at the comparison of BCNF and 3NF. Now, we have said what we need from decomposition is attribute preservation, dependency preservation and it should be a lossless decomposition. These are the properties of a good decomposition. Now, we have also said that in the case of 3NF decompositions, there may be possibility of the null values and the redundancy, but in the BCNF we will see that it is always some sacrifice of the functional dependency. So, in the 3NF we may have redundancy or null values and in the BCNF we may have the sacrifice or loss of some of the functional dependencies. So, it is for the database designer to see whether to go in for the BCNF decomposition or the 3NF decomposition for a particular relation schema. These are the references for the topics that we have covered today. Thank you.